Hello, and
Welcome.
welcome to
Alternate fucking
Casuals.
What makes you
Fucking
casual?
It don't matter.
What you know.
fucking
All right. We ready?
Yeah.
Ultimate effing casuals. We have convened once again. Nathan, Isaac, how casual are you feeling today?
Dude, I'm excited, man. We got some good stuff on the horizon.
I'm feeling crazy casual because I just knocked out one of my contacts, so we'll be fighting with that during the podcast and see if I can make my eyes better.
Man, I lost my glasses like a week ago. It has been like 2 weeks ago, and it's been rough. I have to lean in like 6 inches away from my screen so I can read.
Damn.
Either that or I have to make the font like comically big. But enough of my woes. Oh, Khabib Nurmagomedov, the patriarch of the Eagle clan, came out with Islam versus JDM. The JDM being Islam's hardest fight. And this one is looking like it's going to be Madison Square in November.
Yeah. So, yeah, straight from the mouth of Khabib Nurmagomedov, his trainer, coach, longtime friend. Yeah, he said that Islam versus JDM is going to be, probably the main event for the November card in New York, which they normally do yearly. Man, this is, I think it's pretty credible coming from his mouth. So, I mean, I think it's okay if we start to get excited already. But, man, this is a massive fight. We've been waiting for it. We knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when would it be scheduled. This is a big fight, man. Massive, massive fight.
And I think Khabib's estimation of JDM is probably true, but, we're still coming off the heels of Toporia's win and capturing the lightweight title, and it's like that aura he has right now where like any sort of doubt thrown his way, like this isn't even directly about him, but he's indirectly saying that we don't view Topuria as a bigger threat.
Woof.
And it's like I don't know if you want to say that about him. He's gonna remember that. he has that level of like this is what McGregor used to be like, where you said anything that wasn't just right and it was like you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I hadn't even considered
It's
that.
To be honest, which I'll talk about in a second, but if things go the way that Team Islam want them to go, and they do get the win here against JDM, the hype for Ilya versus Islam, it'd have to be Islam. Now we're seeing challenger Islam in the lightweight division. He would no longer be champion in that at that point. That is an insane fight, a massive, massive fight, massive pay-per-view for the UFC. I mean, it's something that, I don't know if it fully fixes their issues that they have, but it's something that, it's a massive step in the right direction.
Now I'm wondering, do I want to ride with Topuria or Islam on that?
Yeah, I can't even, I'm starting to get butterflies just thinking about it. Like, if that fight gets made, first off, we're going to have a lot to talk about because there's so much to break down. But, it would just be massive. The press conferences, I really hope the UFC, do everything they need to do in terms of promotion. But, Islam has a massive challenge right in front of him now. JDM, we've mentioned it before. This is a hard fight. It's going to be a hard fight for him to win. We saw JDM defended a lot of those takedowns that Bilal was throwing at him. And, he's sort of a career wrestler as well.
And he's trained he's in the Eagle camp, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been in the Eagle camp for the last few fights. Islam's going up in weight right now. This is not his natural weight class, even though we know he's big. JDM, he's definitely the more natural welterweight. And JDM's a dog, man. His striking, he's got heavy hands. We know he hits hard. This is a hard fight, man. This is not one that you could say, with absolute certainty that Islam's going to win. I'm very excited for this one. It's a very good fight.
Anything more for Islam JDM?
Just like off rip, how do you guys see that fight going? Just like give me like the fight outcome that you think, just like right now in your
For
mind.
Islam JDM?
Yeah.
Hmm. I see the Islam's gonna be outstruck in the beginning, but Islam's gonna find a rhythm with his takedowns. And JDM is
Yeah.
going to be defending them pretty well, but I think Islam makes the adjustment, and he probably gets it on the ground.
I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah. Because that's the I don't know if Islam's gonna want to be trading with JDM on the feet for too long. Like,
That's a bad
I
idea.
mean, that's dangerous. Yeah. So I agree. Yeah. I think Islam, he might struggle at the beginning, like you said, with the strength of JDM getting him down, but I think he is ultimately like a better wrestler and grappler than Bilal is. I think he'll be able to secure them. I don't know if he gets a submission, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think very minimum. I think probably on points, Islam, I would assume.
I don't know. I just going off their last fights. I kind of going into this fight, I kind of leaning more toward JDM just because you're going up in weight class, and he just was able to handle a pretty good wrestler in Bilal Muhammad, who is bigger. Now, granted, Islam's a better striker and a better wrestler than Bilal, but we just sort of saw a guy have to handle a wrestling heavy approach, and he was able to win and excel there. So I am leaning towards JDM, but I mean, I am leaving also the possibility that maybe Bilal just really isn't that good. And if Islam's at another level, it obviously changes the game for JDM, but that's where I'm kind of landing on this fight at the moment, is probably leaning toward JDM, although like I said last episode, I am rooting for Islam because I do want to see him versus Taporia more than, I'd like to see JDM. But right now in my head, I think JDM just has the skills to win. But it is going to be like we're going to know in the first 2 rounds exactly how these guys match up and what Islam is going to be able to exploit that Bilal wasn't.
I feel bad, like I'm saying that like the way that I felt like I was dismissive of JDM, because like his takedown defense is actually pretty damn good, and that's what that to me is my X factor. How does he get back up on the feet? And if he can keep it on the feet, then I don't give Islam much of a chance. He's just too big and too strong. But I say that I think the takedowns versus takedown defense, that's my X factor.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Vegas, I'll tell you this. I'm not making Islam some massive favorite and JDM some like massive underdog. I'm not doing that just because like JDM, he has chances. He has chances in this fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they did though, because I would break my no gambling streak. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna make him a massive favorite, like JDM, that's a good value. That's a good bet.
Yeah, you might as well put some on him. Yeah.
All right. Shall we move into recaps?
Yeah.
All right. One Friday Fights 118 on Friday, August 1st. I'm gonna keep telling you, these are fun. You don't have to necessarily know who anyone is, because chances are they're gonna be like on their first or second fight with the organization. Moving to PFL 2025, the finals for 145 and 170. Let's see. Thad Gene is the welterweight champion. Beat Logan Storley. Was that handily?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that won back pretty clearly. I felt confident going into into the scorecards that Thad would win. And he's a specimen, man. He's strong. Logan, coming into this fight, we knew he had strong wrestling, but that, I mean, just sort of like ultimately like sort of neutralized it. I mean, he did it very well. I mean, we know he's physically strong. I think that helped a lot. And I don't know, the PFL should probably get behind Thad Gene just because he has that. I mean, he's got the physique that you want that you can put on a poster and just looks like the typical fighter.
He has a big fan base too.
Yeah, I mean, he's grown a lot ever since that Jason Jackson fight. He's been like growing steadily. I think they should probably get behind him. He can be somebody. He can be somebody for real.
JDM versus Thad Gene. Fucking sign it. Mov lead, Kai Bulayev, he's an Eagle guy. He submits Jesus Pinedo after beating his ass for like 5 rounds.
Yeah, it was a very good win.
Man,
I didn't really have not seen many of his fights before this, but man, he looked like really good.
And the referee kept getting involved, like when Kai Bulayev was kind of wasn't laying and praying, but it was like they weren't doing a whole lot. So the referee broke them up, and every time like Kai Bulayev would just land some massive strike on Pinedo. It was pretty funny. That's what set up the submission. It was a pretty huge straight punch from Kai Bulayev.
I mean, these Eagle guys, man, they'll grind out that win if necessary. But yeah, he ultimately got the submission.
One Fight Night 34. Just some fun stuff. Ryugo Takeuchi, KO1 over Kang Ji-won. That was heavyweight MMA. Another Japanese heavyweight. Once you see it the first time, you start spotting them everywhere. Takeuchi was pretty fun though. He's a fun style. He's no chance in hell. Like he's put him in with Aspinall, he gets destroyed. But still, it's funny. Jeremy Paketu gets submitted by Elbek Alishov. And in the main event, Reagan Ursel knocks out George Jarvis to retain his lightweight Muay Thai title. Fucking not even close to competitive for the little it lasted. And moving on. Saturday, August 2nd, UFC Fight Night 424. Gonna go from the bottom up as usual. Piera Rodriguez split decision over Ketlin Sosa. Rafael Estevam UD over Felipe Bunes. Andre Pulayev stops Nick Klein in the second. Rodolfo Vieira UD over Tresean Gore. And Ridian Nakamura KO1 over Nathan Fletcher. Rest in peace, Nathan Fletcher.
So good. I'm telling you, man, a lot of these, like Tresean Gore, Nathan Fletcher, these are Ultimate Fighter dudes from like a few seasons back. Man, that crop of fighters for that season of Tough, like there's no one left. That entire batch, like none of them were pretty
They all
good.
flopped.
Yeah, they've all pretty much washed out.
Oof. Moving into the main portion, Kevin Vallejos UD over Danny Silva.
That was a nice little win from Danny Silva. He's not a complete can. Vallejos, he's young right now. You know, it's sort of hard to see, but I think he is worthwhile to keep an eye out for in the future. He could be good.
Neil Magny stops Ali Zuzi.
The eternal gatekeeper.
Yeah,
I remember you calling him that.
It's just insane. I mean, he has records in the welterweight division. Like I think the most wins in the welterweight. It's really insane. He's been here forever, and like he will lose fights, but like it's I mean, like Nathan said, a gatekeeper. If you're not good enough to be a top guy, he's probably beaten you. It's only like the truly special that end up beating him, like Pratesh, other fighters as well. I've done in the past, but man, it's you better be a name if you want to beat him.
Carol Rosa, UD over Nora Cornole. Esteban Ribovics, UD over Elvis Brenner.
This was a really darn good fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
hard
very pleased
fought,
with this.
hard earned win.
Yeah.
Very good for
Yeah.
Ribovics.
Man, Brenner has like serious dog in him, bro. Ribovic was like really laying it on him, and Brenner just refused to, exit the fight. He just refused to like be put out. It was insane.
And this was his first fight since the Zellhuber fight, right?
Yeah, I think Ribovic had one fight before.
Okay.
I think he lost. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he fought
did lose.
Hawkcross.
Split decision.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about, I think we were in the chat during this fight, and we were talking about, man, Ribovic has been, like, this is now, in a pretty short time period, 2 very exciting fights. Zellhuber Ribovic was, I think it was my fight of the year for 2024. And then Brenner Ribovic, man, this was a war. I don't know if it'll win fight of the year this year, but Ribovic, man, he delivers, man. It's I feel like that's definitely a name that the matchmakers at the UFC are gonna sort of put a star by, potential banger that they can rely on.
Chris Duncan, UD over Mateus Rubeski.
Complete opposite of the Ribovic fight. This was like lots of laying, lots of nothing. I don't remember anything significant from this fight. Am I misremembering, or was it like it was pretty dull, wasn't it?
Well, no, I'll tell you this: both of them came away with a tremendous amount of damage. Their faces were completely ruined.
Oh, well, then I
He
may
got
have
fight of the
hallucinated
night,
that.
It got fight of the night as well, according to the UFC website. He got fight of the night.
So I
Yeah.
couldn't have been more wrong or more casual on that assessment. Okay.
I mean, yeah, from what I remember, their faces were super messed up. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Rebecca Mateus, man, he had like this cut across his forehead. Dude, it was like really gnarly. Just blood completely smeared on both of them. I mean, they kept going. It went to decision, but man, they took a wild amount of damage. Rebecca has now been. I mean, we even mentioned this when we were doing the review for this card. Chris Duncan, he's a dog, and we mentioned how Rebecca had been in a war. This was like maybe even under a year ago against Orolbai.
That was less than a year
And then
ago.
Yeah, and now he's in this fight. It was another war. I mean, you might want to take some time off, because this is a lot of damage in somewhat of a short time. He got fight of the night, so I mean, I guess he got 50K. Didn't get the win here, but man, he might want to take some time off.
Who doesn't need to take time off? Tatsuro Taira submits Hyung-Sung Park in the second. Hyung-Sung was a short replacement. How short?
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think.
2 weeks?
It's like
10
around
days?
2 weeks, a little bit less, something like that. Yeah, 10 days sounds right. Actually, I think I remember the number 10.
Really short notice. He won Road to UFC for his season, so he's not absolutely nobody. But Taira is just on a different level.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was 7-day notice.
Oof,
So
man.
it's hard to judge the performance of fighters when like that situation's around. But I mean, I think Tyra showed that he is elite. I think. Now
I would
he's
agree.
stuck in a tough division, right? Pantoja's sitting over him, but Tyra's skills are legit.
Yeah, I mean, he did what you expect someone to do, whenever you're fighting like a short notice fighter, and you're supposed to be like elite. I mean, he ran over him. He finished him. I mean, he dominated. He looks really good, man. I don't know. It's nice to have. I mean, obviously we have Kaya Sakura as well, but we're like the UFC is finally getting these like Asian fighters from Japan, and they've been trying to really break through that market now. And from what I've been seeing online, like it seems like a lot of their fans are pretty excited to see their dudes win, which is like nice to see, because like eventually, Dana White's been talking about it sometime, but they want to go back to Japan, and like I mean, it would be nice to see that arena filled. And Taita he looks like he could be the one to do it, or at least be one half of the main event to do it. He looks good, man. He looks good.
Yeah, lower down the bill, Rinya Nakamura wasn't terrible either. Got an exciting win, and I think they're gonna start. I think they should be keeping these two together.
Yeah,
This is
I
good.
saw some people online saying like, it doesn't even need a belt. Just straight up make Tatsuro Taira versus Kai Sakura main event in Japan. Like, go ahead and do it. Like that, I saw some people suggesting that online. I mean, that would be a great fight. I'm not sure if that's the direction the UFC will go in, but on paper, I mean, that sounds like a tremendous fight, and it's something that would resonate pretty well with the Japanese fans, it seems.
Yeah, they're big homers. They come out for
Yeah.
like they go to the Ryzen. People they go to like a fuck ton of people go to these events. So I'm not
Oh,
surprised
dude,
they would love to
The
have.
boxing fights, man, they pack them. The boxing fights, they always pack their whenever it's their dudes fighting. Inoue, Junto, I mean, all their dudes. Nishida, Nasakawa, I mean, they really love these dudes.
So what could be next for Tyra?
Let's look at the rankings here.
Yeah. You gotta.
All right. So he moved up
He moved up
one place in the rankings. Top 5 now. Top 5 lightweight. I don't think they'll try to rebook him versus Albazi. I have no idea what's going on with Albazi. I know he's had some health issues in the past.
Moreno.
I don't think they'll try to reschedule that. Moreno, that would be big, man. I mean, there's a whole. I mean, we have that in boxing right now. The Mexico versus Japan
Oh shit.
is
I
really
forgot
big at
about
the
that.
moment.
Yeah.
They could. I mean, that could translate pretty well, I think.
You could do even Manel Cap if you just wanted to get him on a streak and build him up. I think Manel Cap's not a bad option.
Yeah, the UFC has sort of been like angered by Cop recently. I mean, he's always pulling out of main events. But yeah, I'm gonna be very, very curious to see what they do with Taita, because there's a lot of options they can do. I mean, if Pantoja, this would be interesting, because if Pantoja beats Joshua Van, we know that they're looking for fresh faces, and like that's what they're prioritizing for Pantoja's competition nowadays, just because he's gone through this division so many times. I wouldn't be surprised if they toss him into a title shot, to be honest.
I
mean, they can get
prospect.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're just trying to, and they could do that. We'll ruin you as a prospect, perhaps, but at least we'll put it in Japan. Like, I mean, at this point, I think they're just really trying to break through that market over there at the moment.
Your high school sweetheart can watch you get your ass beat.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'd be down for those two, though. Moreno could happen, because he's not going to get a title shot. I mean, Van is going to get the next one. Royval is going to be out for some time too. It was a brutal loss. Took a lot of damage versus Van. So I could see it being Moreno. That might be the most likely.
I was thinking they just redo Albazi.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. It was another health issue he had. That's what forced him to pull out here. But maybe we'll see.
Anything more for the Fight Night card? All right. Let me put some fucking notes in here. LVX Media Net. That's the social media handle everywhere. If you wanna do us a solid, go hit them bitches with a follow. Whatever platform, doesn't really matter. Wherever you're listening, hit us with a subscribe. Like, get linked up with us. Never miss an episode. And if you don't like the ads, which I can't imagine you would, patreon.com/lvxmedianet. You can get rid of there's a little bit of behind the scenes stuff too. Like, we talked for a bit before we start recording, and that's included if you want to hear it. Some of it anyway. Discord. Now, if ever you hear us mention the chat, the server, SP, or something like that, lvx.be/discord. You can get yourself hooked up, and you can you'll see us there regularly for fight nights, for anything really. If you go through Patreon, you can get yourself a nice little roll, get yourself a color, and you won't be a gray, because people don't like grays. But that's it. All right. Fun. Into the preview portion. God, I was doing better about that. So it begins. Tuesday, August 12th. Dana White's Contender Series Season 9 begins. This is like Friday night or Friday fights from ONE FC. You don't know who these people are. Tune in. You should have a good time. Especially it's on a Tuesday, so it's whatever. It's fights on an off night. Friday, August 15th. One Friday Fights 120. Same thing. Just it's a good time. And it's fights on a different day. Also, PFL 2025. The finals for women's 115, men's 135, 155. There's also a special guest on the prelims, Biagio Ali Walsh. Very little known fact about him and his brother Nico is they're related to Muhammad Ali.
They don't like to put that out there. They don't like to put that out there.
They try to keep it quiet, but I won't let them live it down. All right. Saturday, August 16th. UFC 319.
Man. Woo. We've been
good
talking
card
about this fight for some time, man. For some time. Let's go through it.
All right. Starting from the bottom and working our way up is Karina Silva, 11th at flyweight versus JJ Aldrich, 14th. Brian Battle versus Nursultan Ruziboev.
This gonna be a good fight.
Yeah.
Brian Battle fights normally always good.
Moving up, Edson Barbosa versus Drakkar Klose. Drakkar,
and
Cologne?
I mean, by close.
I think so.
Fight cards are gonna be good when Edson Barbosa's second up on the prelims.
Yeah, man, this is a legend. If you've been watching UFC for some time, I think this is actually, from what I remember, Chief's favorite fighter, or one of his favorite fighters at least. Man, Barbosa is a legend. His highlight reel, if you have not seen it, just type in Edson Barbosa highlights on YouTube. Some insane knockouts, insane fights. I'm excited for this fight too.
Chase Hooper versus Alexander Hernandez.
Before we move on, Hooper's the Gooner King, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got to watch this guy. Not because he's a Gooner, but because he's actually really talented.
Super grappler. Yeah, he's picking up his striking. Learning.
This is a step up, by the way. Alexander Hernandez, he's not a scrub. This is a nice step up when he's been fighting the vets and the Clay Guidas before this, but this is a step up. Alexander Hernandez is not super old. Should be an interesting fight.
Jessica Andrade versus Lupe Godinez, 5th and 11th at strawweight. Is this a new weight division for Andrade?
She's just always bouncing around between divisions.
Okay.
Yeah. I think recently she's moved up or moved to strawweight. Yeah, this should be a decent fight. Lupe Godinez, her last fight was pretty good against Palastri. Yeah, I remember that being a good fight. So sort of excited about this one, yeah. As far as women's fights go, this is actually pretty good.
Gerald Meerschaert versus Mikhail Aleksajuk.
Good fight. Good matchup between two veterans here.
Yeah, it was good matchmaking. Vet versus vet.
And King Green versus Diego Ferreira.
And it's been a minute since we've seen King Green, Bobby Green, whatever you want to call him. It's been a minute since we've seen him. Was his last fight where he got put out by Mauricio Rufi? Is that his last fight?
The spin kick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's see. I feel like at some point these knockouts got to get to him. I mean, he was knocked out by Rufi. He was knocked out. Was it Jalen Turner? Who's the chin dude? Drew Dober. I feel like at some point the knockouts have to start getting to him. He's starting to get up there in age as well. But let's see what he can do here. I mean, Ferreira is not a super good fighter, but he's not like a can either. So, there's some good fights so far. I mean, these fights have all been, or most of them have been pretty good. This is another one to add to the watch list.
That caps off the prelims. Now into the main portion. Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura, 11th and 15th at flyweight.
Dude, we were just talking about him, Kai Asakura. He was immediately fed to Pantoja as his entrance fight into the UFC. Now, Tim Elliott, he's not a scrub, man. This dude can fight. He has dog. But now is, we can't really blame Asakura too much for losing to Pantoja just because, we can't blame him for losing to Pantoja just because Pantoja is seemingly like an all-time flyweight. Maybe even like generational, even though he's sort of slept on. But this is an interesting fight. Let's see if Asakura can really hang in here with UFC level competition.
All right, moving into the Unkoff. Number 8, Jared Cannonier versus number 15, Michael Page at middleweight. Both of these
it's a nice little fight.
They're near their 40s, aren't they?
Yeah, Jared Cannonier is into his 40s, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's but he just beat RoboCop, which was supposed to be this like prospect coming up in the division. I mean, that was also, a war, but he got it done. And Michael Venom Page, man, this is at middleweight. It seems like this is going to be the new division he's staying at. I guess he sees there's not really too much movement in the welterweight division. Maybe he can sort of use his speed, to a little bit more advantage in the middleweight division. I'm interested. This is a good fight. Very good fight.
Yeah, and against a guy in Cannonier who is pretty older, but still packs a lot of power, is dangerous. Page is gonna have to watch himself on his entrances. He can't afford to get caught. He definitely can't afford to get taken down because Cannonier would make his night hell if that happened.
Yeah. It's a very intriguing fight. I feel like the style matchup is like the UFC matchmakers hit on this one.
Did they hit on this one? 11th rated Jeff Neal versus 12th rated Carlos Prates.
This is a banger, bro.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park.
I'm excited for this.
This is a banger fight, man. These dudes, they both. Right now, the one more talked about is Carlos Prates. But Jeff Neal, man, he has like some serious power. He's put a lot of people out. We saw him. He clocked Shavkat whenever they fought, which we hadn't seen up until that point. This is gonna be a firefight. I feel like both of these dudes are stand and bang. And if they're standing and banging and they both have power, you know what the logical conclusion is as far as like the outcome of that fight.
I would give Carlos Prates I would liken him to Khalil Roundtree.
It's just so, yeah. It's just so we know that whole camp was it the Fighting Nerds. They have like a lot of momentum at the moment, and I really don't know how to measure the extent of his power because he like barely grazed Neil Magny and put him out. Like he grazed, like his knuckles grazed Neil Magny's head, and he put him out. So the power. We could be talking about maybe, I'm not gonna say exactly like the maybe Pereira level power. He's grazing people and putting them out. And Neil Magny is not a scrub, so this is an important fight for him. I really don't know. I don't know the outcome of this one, but I feel like I got to back Prates here. He's the young, like the new gen fighter coming up. The guard swap, it might happen here. It's probably good for the division if it does happen. So I think I'm going to back Prates. Yeah.
Moving up, Aaron Pico is making his UFC debut against 6th-rated featherweight Lerone Murphy. This fight got better. Who was his original opponent?
It was Mosfar.
Mosfar.
Mosfar was the original one that was scheduled, but Mosfar got injured.
Yeah.
I think it was actually scheduled for a previous fight event. But yeah.
I'm more excited for Lerone Murphy. Just fighting styles?
Yeah.
I'm expecting this to be more fun.
Yeah, it could be interesting. Murphy, I feel like he's not really gotten a lot of the hype behind him that like other UK fighters like Allen. I mean, this is obviously due to the fact that he hasn't fought like the same level of competition and as many times. But Lerone Murphy sort of slept on a little bit, but he has some skill, man. I think his last fight was Josh Emmett, I want to say.
Yeah, beat up Josh Emmett over 5 rounds, which is impressive.
Yeah. I mean, he's, and not only is he fighting these dudes, but he is calling them out. Like, I think even before that, was it Dan Ige he fought? And then he called out Josh Emmett. I mean, Josh Emmett has, nuclear power. I mean, we've seen it with his opponents. He put out Bryce Mitchell. He's laid out a bunch of these dudes. So, I mean, Lerone Murphy, he's calling out these people, and now he's facing sort of this enigma within the UFC, is debutant into the UFC, Aaron Pico, who in this other organization has had success. And Lerone Murphy is saying, even on short notice, let's go. He's saying, let's go. So I think it's a very intriguing fight. I could see why they made it co-main event. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hell of a gut check for Aaron Pico coming over from the Bellator PFL side. But, I mean, I wish the best for him. I mean, this is, I mean, if he were to win this fight, he would, skyrocket in both popularity and in the rankings. Like, he would be on the map immediately if he won. No.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about opportunity here. Aaron Pico, if he wins this one, I mean, with him being sort of this new entrant into the UFC, I mean, if he wins this one, you're maybe one fight away from a title shot. I mean, the UFC would definitely get behind him, I feel like.
Yeah, you'd want to have somebody to promote against the other featherweights, like Volkanovski?
Yeah, Lopez. I mean, he's tossing his name into the hat as well here. And I mean, we know he's had success in the PFL. We know he's had success. The issue we've been seeing with these fighters coming over is that they haven't exactly had a smooth transition into the UFC. I mean, Pitbull, Kaya Sakura, I mean, we said it, we're going to let it slide because Pantoja is a beast. Yeah, he is a beast. But yeah, Pitbull has not really had a smooth transition over. Aaron Pico has the chance to, sort of, correct the narrative out there that, PFL fighters and Bellator fighters are a tier below the UFC. If he gets this win done, I mean, this is a super legitimate win. Lerone Murphy's not a scrub. Very Absolutely. Good fighter.
Would that, if he beats Lerone Murphy, would that make him the most successful outsider coming in? Or would it still be DeRitter?
Well, it would still be DeRitter.
Yeah.
Whitaker's proven that he's got championship mettle, whereas Lerone Murphy's just been on a really, really good run.
I see.
Yeah.
It's not yet proven that yet. But he would be second best by far.
Main event. Dricus Duplessis versus Khamzat Chimaev, the champion versus the third-rated contender at middleweight. Time to put up or shut up for Chimaev?
Dude, I'm getting cold just thinking about this fight, man. And you know what's wild about this as well? Like, we've just talked through the rest of this card, or like everything below it, like prelims leading up to the main event. Like, these are some crazy fights that we've been talking about, and then we still have to do the main event, DDP versus Khamzat. Man, that's gonna be a really, really good fight day.
It's also the fight that like literally could go like 6 different ways, and it's it's such a difficult fight to predict, partially because of Dricus. Like, his style is so unorthodox. The way he fights is so goofy that it shouldn't work, but it does. And I think it does just due to his insane physical attributes. Like, the guy walks around as a heavyweight despite being, a middleweight on paper. So, I mean, this is really going to be. I don't know how it's going to go. I think Hamzat, he's on the other hand, we have this guy over here who's like probably got the best double leg attack we've ever seen in the UFC. Like, if he gets a hold of you in the first round early, there's basically nothing you can do. He will submit you. And so the other kind of X factor with him, though, is that we've never seen him. Like, he only went 3 rounds with Usman, if I remember correctly, right? Like, he's never been in a 5-rounder.
Was his fight with Burns a 5-rounder? I don't remember. I think it was actually 3 rounds. I think no, that was only 3 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of unknowns with this guy. We know how good he is at his peak, but we've never seen him dragged into that deep of waters. I mean, the Burns fight you mentioned, that was a struggle. The Usman fight was a struggle, but we've never seen him. And I mean, it's going to be a question if Dricus can even get him to the 4th round, right? Like, I mean, it is a real possibility that Dricus gets submitted before then, like well before then.
Yeah, this is. I mean, there's been a whole storyline with Khamzat Chimaev that has been on for years. We're going back to COVID time, maybe even prior to that. I mean, I wasn't following at this time, but he knocked out Ikram Alaskarov in Brave FC. Or Brave Fighting Championship, whatever it's called. I mean, he knocked him out brutally with an uppercut, and that led into his fight with the UFC. That's when he got his contract. He went on this tear over COVID when they were doing the Apex fights. I think he had like 5 wins in the span of a year, or something like that. I mean, there was a point where I think he was fighting. I think there was like 2 weeks in between 2 fights or something like that. I mean, this dude was on a crazy tear up until the Gilbert Burns fight. I think something like only 3 strikes were absorbed by him. I mean, he wasn't getting hit. Up until the Burns fight. The Burns fight is when we finally started to see him tested. Gilbert Burns is a veteran. He's got exquisite grappling credentials when it comes to jiu-jitsu. He really tested him. Hamzat ended up getting the win there. Then, like Nathan mentioned, we got the win against Usman, which is a little bit shaky. Usman, that is champion caliber fighter that we're talking about. He ended up getting the win there as well. Then he gets matched up against Robert Whittaker, man, and he just completely annihilates him in 1 round. He removes teeth from Whittaker with the type of choke that he got, and now he's finally getting the title shot. His chance at gold here, and it's been a storyline. I mean, it's sort of wild to see it's culminated to this point. He's had a lot of health issues as well, but he's finally getting a shot. And this is you cannot ask for a better opponent. This is, when you look at all the possible matchups in the UFC, this is one of the best matchups that you can make throughout the entire roster. Really, this is going to be a pure action fight. I'm super excited. Every fan should be excited. And yeah, I really don't know what to say about how this fight goes. Like Nathan said, it could go a few different ways, but all I know, like for a fact, is it's gonna be exciting.
That first round, Chimaev is a first round fucking bull, but I really feel like DDP could stand up to it. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to manhandle him the same way he did Whittaker or whoever he did at welterweight.
There was a video going around where, and obviously I know they were in street clothes. It was an actual fight, but like Aspinall tried to pick up Dricus and he wasn't able to. Like, Dricus like kind of held himself where he was. So the guy's freakishly strong. Like, and it's going to be interesting when that first takedown happens. If Dricus is able to stuff it, if he's able to resist getting taken down to the ground, that changes the fight. Because if Hamzat doesn't have an automatic takedown whenever he wants and he has to stand, I mean, that's Dricus' ballgame there. Like, that's exactly where he wants him.
Yeah, he's strong, man. I mean, we've seen his size. I mean, he's massive. whenever he weighs in against even like natural middleweights. His fight against Adesanya, he made him look small. Strickland made him look small. He's massive. He's built. I mean, it's wild. It's sort of wild he is even able to make the weight, but he's a big boy, man. And it's, Kamzat, we've seen his takedowns are deadly, but let's see what happens whenever, Duplessis gets his hands on him. Is he going to be able to fight it off? I think that's going to be one of the first questions that we see answered, because I mean, we know early on Kamzat is going to throw. He's going to throw. Let's see if Duplessis can stop it.
Interestingly, Chimaev is fighting in Chicago.
Yeah.
He got his visa problem solved.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Finally led into the U.S. now. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Not just Abu Dhabi.
Dana called his BFF.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say though, like, I'm looking through the resume now of both of them. Like, Duplessis has fought the much better competition, and like this is the whole thing. Like, I mean, they've pretty much been in the UFC for the same amount of time, but Duplessis has just done more work. I mean, he's fought Strickland, Whitaker, Adesanya, Strickland again. Man, yeah. I don't know. I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and like the conclusion we came to is that if Duplessis can get past the first 2 rounds, round and a half, his odds of winning skyrocket, I feel like. Because we have seen Kamzat wither as the fight goes on. Like, his cardio historically has not been the greatest.
Before COVID? Because that sounds like it could be a COVID issue.
No, that's it arose, I think he's even admitted as much, that when he got sick, like it really messed him up. I think he still has health issues that pop up periodically because of it. I think he's even admitted as much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
situation.
I mean, it is. Yeah, it just at this point, it is what it is. I mean, he's in this position now. Like Nathan said, I mean, the first round of Kamzat is a deadly fighter to have in front of you. Like, if you slip up, like Nathan said, if you slip up for even a second, he's gonna be on your back. You're gonna be getting choked out, and it's probably wraps. Like Duplessis, that first round between Duplessis and Kamzat, do not blink, because it's gonna be very chaotic with their style clash.
I don't have anything to add. You guys both outlined it really well. Expect fireworks. This one might not be for the boxing purists. Just because they're like, DDP striking is fucking wacky.
Yeah, it's not super aesthetic, man, but it works, man. And technical strikers like Adesanya weren't able to really, dismantle him, even despite that. So everything points to it working for him. So
yeah,
what else can you say?
They were able to land on Dricus, but like they weren't able to hurt him or put him away, and they didn't have the defense right to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just relentless as a fighter. I do want to get your thoughts though. Like, this fight's on the horizon. Like, it's getting close to the time when you gotta sort of lock in your picks. What is your official prediction?
I think I'm gonna take Dricus by. I'll take Dricus by submission, and that the reason the way I see that playing out is kind of like the Adesanya fight, where he gets him hurt and chases him down, but the fight ends sort of on the ground, and Dricus just wraps the neck up. I think that's how it's going to go. I think it'll be either 4th or 5th round. If I really had to say, I mean, it could end in the first round the other way very easily, but I think I'm going to ride with Dricus here. Yeah, I just bank on him being strong enough to weather that early storm and get Kamzat to a place that he's never been before.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it the same. I don't see Chimaev being able to handle DDP the same way he handled Whitaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. And the main part of his offense is going to be pretty much nullified. I don't see this going well for him.
Yeah, for me, the two outcomes that I keep playing out like in my head are either like early submission from Khamzat or Dricus by KO. And I think right now, and like, I mean, even Vegas doesn't know which way this is going to go because it's pretty much pick 'em at the moment. But I think for me, I'm probably going to go Dricus survives early. We know Khamzat slows down. His cardio historically does not hold up. I think Dricus will get the finish by KO, TKO, one of the two. So
I was thinking late
my
stoppage
prediction.
with the exhaustion.
Yeah, I think that's my prediction. Yeah. I'm excited though, man. This is a tremendous fight.
All right, anything more for 319?
I'm excited.
Just
I'm really excited.
UFC cooked. It's a great card.
It is a good one. All right, let me
Yeah.
do... You've been listening to The Ultimate Effin' Casuals, a Lux Media production. If you'd like to give your thoughts, or you need to let us know how terrible you think our takes are, you can duck us and text the anonymous line at 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, send a voice message or send a voice note in WhatsApp, and we'll see if you're interesting enough to make the final cut of the show. 833-LUX-PODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net, all one word. That's YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the rest of that bullshit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. Patreon is where you can go to get ad-free episodes and other behind-the-scenes exclusives while directly supporting what we do. LVX Media Net over there, just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out if you check out our ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating and a review on whatever app you're listening on. And last but not least, you can also check out the merch shop. New stuff goes up all the time. Metal intros by Anders Janhunen. The trap intro and the outro are by Middle of Nowhere Beats. And for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. That is where the outro stuff goes. All right, we're heading into UFC 319 weekend. Parting words.
I think it's fitting for a show called The Ultimate Effin' Casuals to end about talking about a card that even the casuals could enjoy. There's so much good stuff coming up here with 319. Probably a contender for the best fight of the year, best championship fight of the year by far coming up here. So lock in. It's going to be good. Tune in for this one.
Yeah, I mean, we're really feasting here all the way down throughout the card. I mean, there's just so many good fights. Get yourself some food, some drinks, and man, yeah, just enjoy this fight or enjoy this entire card. Even this is gonna be a really nice card. I feel like, yeah, have fun with it.
All right, that's gonna do it for this edition of The Ultimate Effin' Casuals. See you on the other side of 319.
Peace.